Welcome to Motogp Mac.
In today's video, we're going to talk about Pit Pyra and Sebastian Risse talking about the 2027 engines and also a serious uncertainty factor ahead of the 2027 season. Now, speaking recently, Pyra started with saying, "We're perfectly on schedule to have a complete bike ready for action very soon. We've incorporated everything we've learned over the past years of our MotoGP participation into this engine. And I'm very confident that this masterpiece will also become a benchmark for coming seasons starting in 2027. Sebastian Risse, though, was a little bit more of an engineer about it, and he said, "We really won't know until we've been on track with the right tyres from Pirelli. It would be nice if the tyres were consistent. However, in this case, it will not be consistent. The bike can follow the tires, or the tires can follow the bike. But we can also develop in different directions. We are normally very quick with our reactions, but we also need to be clever. The extent to which the engine works together with the tires is, on one hand, clearly defined by the aerodynamics. Depending on how much aerodynamics we need or can utilize for peak performance is more or less crucial. On the other hand, there are issues like drivability, ignition order, and so on. But first, we need to understand where we are with the new tires." When we entered MotoGP, Michelin was already on a relatively stable footing. They had already been used in the races the year before. So we received tires that had already proven themselves on the retrospective tracks or were developed based on experience. I expect the situation with Pirelli to be much less stable than when we entered. We have 2026 to get to know these tires and to develop the bikes and the tires. Now, for me, it's kind of interesting. What Risse and is saying really is that it is going to be a tire war for the first few races, even the first 12 months. Like, when I look at it, the race realistically is going to be who can develop and understand the Pirelli tires the fastest. And it is quite interesting because Pirelli have said that they're going to keep the same continuity of their tires as always. So when you look at it, a lot of the World Superbike teams have a lot of data on the characteristics of the tires, how they react, how they have this, how they have that. So a lot of them are on a distinct advantage. So when you look at the likes of Yamaha, Ducati, Honda, they have a clear and definite advantage in my views. Yes, the tires will be slightly different and all of this, but still it's going to be the same sort of characteristics and ethos. I don't think Pirelli are going to change the whole way they'd go racing. And now they have also said that they're not going to do that, but it would be very unrealistic, even if they hadn't come out and said it, that they would do it. So I do find it really, really interesting. And I think it's going to be the surprising factor of 2027 and possibly 2028 is not who builds the best engine or the best chassis, is who understands those tires. And if you understand those tires and how to use them, I think you will be away in a hack. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Pit Pyra and Sebastian Risse's comments? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.